Hello, Whiskey Heads. I'm Rob,
I'm Mike.
and this is the Whiskey and Glass Bourbon Review. Welcome back to another week of, drinking bourbons.
Yeah, and the Doom Saloon in the basement.
That's kind of what we do. We watch football, we drink beers, we make TikToks, and then we come live and talk to you good folks.
Today I won money on football, so it's even a better day.
You did. What did the payout end up being?
It was like $80.
Not bad.
That's
not
a good
bad.
bottle of bourbon, actually.
Yeah.
So
Especially, what it was a parlay, wasn't it?
it was a parlay.
It was a parlay, yeah.
Oh wait, Katie may be watching. I won $40.
$40.
$40. It's still a good bottle of bourbon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
This week we have a bottle coming out of Moondrops Distillery.
Moondrops, yeah.
Moondrops Distillery out of Fortville, I believe.
Fortville, Indiana.
This bottle here comes in at 100 proof. All local. This is actually
This is a single barrel, right?
single barrel. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of wild to me that a single barrel would be 100 proof. Usually single
I
barrels
think
are a
they
little
proof
bit.
them. They proof them down
They
to
proof them
100.
down.
Not sure why you do that with a single barrel, but
I don't know. But then again, Blanton's is proof down to that area too. But
yeah,
whatever.
maybe they do things different in Fortville and
Could be.
Blanton's land.
This bottle comes to us courtesy of our friend Skanky J. So Skanky J, if you're watching, thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
And we're just here to give it a little snoot and
Yeah.
a little sip and see what
I don't know if anybody's out there watching. I don't see any comments up there yet, but if you've had this, let us know what you think about it, because we had it briefly last week. I assume by the look of the bottle.
Briefly.
Actually, maybe a few weeks ago.
Yeah. That was a prior live show
Yeah.
with everybody here. So that I
Hi,
mean,
Julie.
Julie, hello. Where's Rob? Where's Mikey? There's Christina. How is everyone?
So that's what the bottle looks like. If you guys have seen it, we've got a glare, white labels, but Moondrops Distillery, single barrel bourbon whiskey,
Yeah.
Fortville, Indiana.
Nothing.
I think they actually are the official bourbon or whiskey, bourbon, one of the two, of the Pacers, Indiana Pacers.
Are they?
Because they do have one with the label that has the Pacers on it. So
Okay.
So they're
Did
doing
not
something
know
right.
that.
They got
I did
that.
not know that.
So
All right. Well,
I'll move the screen around here so we can.
yeah,
Hey, Rich is out there too. Yeah.
Who all's in here? Rich. Mr. Guitarlos has graced us with his presence.
It's amazing. He shows up and Rob's getting a drink. Well, is Rob getting you a drink, Julie? Because that's the more important question.
Color me shocked. Ooh,
No, we're in the nose already. I was paying attention to something else.
I'm just in my own world right now.
Yeah, Rich, we're on time. That's,
I know, isn't that crazy? On time, and Pope's not even here. Ooh, that's very fruity
it's
to
fruity.
me. Like in a good way. I don't mean a bad way. I have a tendency to make weird faces when I nose bourbon. Like it might look like I don't enjoy it, but it's a face of discernment, trying to figure out,
Yeah.
what I've got going on here.
Julie, you were overserved last night. That's not sure if that's possible, but I guess it could be done. Actually, I guess your birthday, you were.
Well, this
So it is
is
possible.
this is how I look at it. No one can be overserved unless they ask for it.
I guess that's true. Yeah, I guess that's true.
You can't be overserved unless you ask for it.
It's fruity. I get the fruit on it. It's not. The nose on it isn't overwhelming.
No, it's very subtle. There's no ethanol burn or anything
Yeah.
like that. Not at 100 proof, you'd think you get just a slight tinge.
More complexity to it,
But no, I think that smells amazing.
figure we give it a try.
Let's give her a taste. Cheers.
Okay, that's got some. It finishes dry. That's
It does.
for sure.
It finishes very dry.
Ordinarily, when you're drinking bourbon, I would say you get an oaky.
Yeah.
That'd be the wood that you're tasting is the oakiness. It's not oak.
I don't get oak. It's
like-
kind of. See, I get the dryness that you're talking about, but it's like a dry grain almost. I get a.
Yeah.
It's very grainy on the back end for me.
Oh, Mike is drinking a single barrel Knob Creek 100 proof, so you're sticking in the 100 proof range with us. So thank
Nice.
you for that.
Got you a single barrel Knob Creek. That is a solid pour right there, sir.
So there's hay in there. And
Yeah.
not fresh hay. It's hay that's been sitting around the stall for a while.
Yeah, I get that like on the front. I get that weird bitter, grainy type thing on the very back. On the front though, it's kind of pleasant
It is,
on the
yeah.
front.
And I'm not getting the bitterness yet. Maybe we'll wait on that.
Yep, it's just right there. It's at the very back, just very on the final finish, I guess. I don't know.
I'm almost getting a hickory taste out of that.
Hickory.
Yeah, which is odd. It's an odd thing to have with a bourbon, a hickory. But it's a hickory hay, straw.
It's
like that.
It's not like anything I've had before. I'll say that. It's definitely different. It's not unpleasant though. For me,
Oh, I actually enjoy it.
it's just different.
Yeah. No, if you nose it and then you taste it, I think there's two completely. I didn't
Yes.
I thought off the nose it's not going to be complex at all. I think it's a little bit more complex on the palate.
Yeah.
Katie, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in
Katie,
on the
hello.
ride home from work. Everything's going well at Hotel Tango, which, by the way, I think we've mentioned it a few times. I saw it out there today that the thieving experience at Hotel Tango.
Yes.
Go look that up. Go do it.
The
It's amazing.
we drank our way through a couple of barrels there, and one, it was my birthday, so things were a little dodgy here and there. But I'll say
A
this.
lot dodgy.
I'll say this: the thieving experience I do remember because it was awesome. You get these cool little, sheets where you can, judge each one,
Mhm.
nose, taste, flavor, whatever. That was really cool. You got your, your bottled water, some coffee to clear your palates and your nose. But what I thoroughly enjoyed was the walkthrough
Yeah.
and the presentation. The presentation was excellent. She walked us through, basically it was grain to glass. An explanation is what we got, and then we got to taste each explanation, and it was wonderful. It was a great time.
Yeah, and the barrel proof stuff is always excellent because you get all those flavors.
Yeah.
And I think every barrel that we tried, other than the rum that was an extra in there that we got to do, everything was over 130 proof. So I mean, it was hot stuff. But
Yeah, even what was that one? It was 100% malt, wasn't it?
oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one. It's still good.
It's good.
Just not our.
It's not my
our jam.
wheelhouse. Not my wheelhouse. It's very peaty. If you like peaty and scotchy, and
Okay, and yes, we did go overboard because it was Rob's birthday, and we do appreciate that. But overall, the experience is awesome. We recommend it to anyone that wants to go hang out at Hotel Tango. Look, the drinks are amazing. Mm-hmm. I did see you guys were testing out some new fall drinks. So
I did see that too.
And I'm assuming the new Schmalo.
The Swiss Miss.
Swiss Miss. That's hard to say.
Say that 5 times fast.
I better not.
Swiss Miss Swallow. Swiss Miss Swallow. Swiss Swallow. Apparently Swiss Miss swallows.
And that's why I didn't want to say it more than once.
I did.
Rob, it's back here. It's coming along. We've put some things in there.
Yeah.
We're looking at getting a label for it.
Yeah, I got a buddy at work who can print stickers, so we'll get him a label printed up here shortly. But there she is. I took a sniff of it the other day. It actually doesn't smell terrible.
That's terrible, yeah. So the rum was, Katie said the rum was 110 proof.
That's still hot as shit for a rum.
It was warm, but it was sweet.
It was good,
Very
though.
Sweet.
No, all of it was good, other than
the single malt was 100. It could have been a 200. I'm not. Yeah,
we're not malt. We're not malt guys.
And we got to meet the head distiller while we were there, and he tried. Tried to push the single malt on us, and we pushed back. He was a wonderful guy. Oh yeah.
He basically gave us his entire story about how he came from beer and moved over to spirits.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I can kind of see where his experience is going to play well into the whiskey business.
And I'm glad Mike brought this up. You do get the notes to take your notes down. You get water.
Yeah.
You get some excellent whiskey and bourbon to taste.
Yep.
You also get a cup of coffee beans, which is meant to cleanse your palate in between sips. They're not for eating. Mr. Rob. He ate the coffee beans.
I misunderstood the assignment.
Yes, you did.
It probably had nothing to do with the booze. Or everything to do with the booze. I don't.
Yeah. I think it was the booze well before the thieving experience.
Yeah.
You are right, Thomas. The thieving is amazing. Katie is the bestest. Because, she makes some excellent drinks.
Swiss Miss Swallows. See, I can't even say it reading it. It's in front of me right now.
Swiss Miss Schmalo.
Swiss Miss Schmalo.
It's Hotel Tango Fletcher Place. I believe you can go look it up and you can read it for yourself because we can't.
Swiss Miss Swallows. I'll say it again.
And then the fall cocktail menus dropped this week.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the picture of the ones you guys were working out there, and they all look good.
The cocktails all look fantastic for the Swiss Miss Swallows. Katie, there was another thing you guys were doing apart from the thieving experience. I think it was like a mixology class.
Oh yeah.
Hotel Tango University or something like that.
I believe so. Yeah.
I saw you post about that. I hope it went well. If it hasn't happened yet, get out there and sign up for it. It'll be a good experience. You'll have the best bartender on this side of Indianapolis.
On both sides of Indianapolis.
Both sides. This side of Indiana.
She has the paperwork to prove it, I believe.
This side of the Mississippi. There you go. Cover all the bases.
I mean, I've been drinking a while. When Katie was here to mix some drinks for us.
Yep.
I don't even know some of the stuff she had. It was like some Japanese rose petal water spritzer or something. I don't know, but it tasted great.
I saw egg whites come out. I saw droppers come out. It was a very good experience, and like you said, I didn't have a bad cocktail from her at all. Everything was delicious.
Yeah. I've never had anything bad at Hotel Tango. So
no, except
the single malt's a push.
Except the single malt, it's pushing it.
That.
But
if that's your thing,
that's
great.
Well, they use that in some other things, though. That's a mixer.
Yes.
That's like a mixer, so I can forgive that. I can forgive that.
Yeah. But everyone at Hotel Tango, I know that's been a few weeks ago. They did their 10th anniversary. We got to try a lot of stuff. We do appreciate it. You guys are doing great things down there. To be a distillery that's in the Indianapolis area, that's still putting out great stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen a lot come and go, and the ones that are doing good stuff are the ones that survive. So, and that's, when you're making good stuff, you have people like Katie working and using that for cocktails.
Katie, I do have a question. Do they still have any bottles of the 10-year left?
I think she was driving, so we'll give her a few minutes.
Yeah. Don't text and drive.
Don't text and drive. That's not good.
Yeah, don't do that. That's bad. That's not good. But the question still stands.
Yeah. So, have any of you guys out there had the Moondrops? Any of the Moondrops, the single barrel specifically, and what did you guys think of it? Because
I can't remember what Skanky J said he paid for it. I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I would call it I'd call that a decent sipper.
Yeah, I do too.
You could sip that. You could mix it. You could do a lot of things with that.
Yeah, and it's a classic bottle. This is bottle number 40.
40. Yeah, if that tells you anything.
So it was midway through that barrel. So
no, I'd say that's pretty good. Yeah, that's midway through the first barrel. Yeah, that's pretty mint actually, if you think about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bottle 40. That's barrel number 1 right there.
Chris wants to know what OG Rob is drinking.
What am I?
You got a special beer over there, don't you?
Oh, the beer. Oh,
I assume that's what she's talking about.
Yeah, this is Maui Brewing Company. It's Bikini Blonde Lager. Do we want to... Here. I'll put it right here so you can see it. Get Mikey to switch that over. It's out of Hawaii or some shit. He knows more about it than I do.
It is. It's out of Maui, given the name. They produce all their stuff there in
really cool can.
Right around Kihei in Maui.
It's a chick in a bikini, or maybe she's topless. Who knows?
It looks like Rich's guitar. You should name
it. Kind of does, doesn't it?
Yeah. You should name his guitar Bikini Blonde.
Or Maui Wowie.
That's something completely different. That's another show.
Should not be over 40. Have you had this one, Mike?
This one?
Have you had this one?
Or are you talking about us in general? Because, I mean, that's probably about right. I'd say 35 for us total.
Dude, the two of us combined is about $15.50. That's what I'd give us.
Hey, I won money tonight on football, so...
A whole $40.
35. She's not watching. It's fine.
He won like $80. It was a parlay. He did good.
Oh, her name is Stella. Sorry, Rich. I didn't know it was Stella. And she's yellow. Yeah.
And she's the only blonde you're allowed to look at. How is the wife? She usually chimes in here every once in a while.
Yeah. I'm going to finish this off. Sorry, Mike, that's not going in your bottle tonight.
No, I enjoyed that one. You won't be getting any spit and shit out of this one. Good. Tell Sonda we said hello. I pronounced her name right? Sonda, correct?
Yeah, I mean...
Tell me if I'm wrong, Rich. I feel like
he's going to tell you you're wrong no matter what.
Yeah. He said, yeah, stupid. That's wrong.
All right. Well, again, thanks you guys for hanging out with us tonight and chiming in. Now, I don't know if any of you guys have TikTok out there. I do. I forget to look at it every day. But this guy, he's a TikToking master now.
I'm not a master. I'm just kind of winging it. But, you know, Rich follows us. Sonda follows us. Rob Caddick. I think Julie does too. I don't know about old Christina or Mikey Cross. I don't even know if they have TikToks or not.
I don't know. I'm thinking about giving it a follow next week, maybe.
You should.
Maybe.
I mean, you're on the channel. It's you're part of the Tiki
You gotta
Tag.
be objective, you know.
So,
I will say, Mike, we opened this up 3 or 4 weeks ago. The neck pour, if I remember correctly,
it was not good.
It was a little rough.
Yeah, it was not good.
This has mellowed out and it's much better.
I think it's probably had 3 to 4 weeks to sit here and just chill, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
It's not bad now. There's a couple of parts in there for me on the back end that are just a little bitter, astringent-y.
Yeah.
But that kind of fades quickly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
When the rest comes in. I think it's pretty good, though. I would say, yeah. I don't disagree with you, Mike. I think that's probably a solid $40 bottle. 40 to 50, I would say.
Yeah. Well, we know Pope is a non-TikToker, that's for sure.
Yeah. Nope.
Not into that.
Nope. No China.
She's chiming in for you now.
Sonda! Hello. Welcome. You timed in just as about we were going to get off here, so.
That's fine. Well, we'll be on here. I mean, we'll cut the live stream, but if you guys still chatting or want to send us some suggestions,
yeah,
if I can speak.
Yeah, the chat is still available.
Yeah.
Once we cut the live stream, so
we'll just turn on football and look at the chat. So
Pope doesn't know. Yeah, Pope needs TikTok. Pope doesn't realize the amount of social reach that TikTok has.
I agree with that, but I don't know if I could take Pope on TikTok. I think he would get addicted to it, and
it's one of those give-take things. It's like, you know that you get on TikTok and you're releasing this content, and it's going out, and you're reaching a broad audience, but you're also reaching China.
Reaching China or going directly into
it, and then feeding out back to yeah.
Rich, I agree. He's scared. He's just scared to do it. And I will stand behind you when you tell him that.
Yes, Sonda. Tell him. Preach.
I agree.
Preach.
Until they shut it down in a week or so, and then and this is all totally mute.
U.S. government doesn't want it. Spreads a lot of good information, or misinformation, or good information, or however you want to look at it.
Either way, we're getting our stuff out there. That's fine.
West Fork Barrel Pig.
Well,
so you've got a rural inn barrel pig from West Fork.
So West Fork is up in Westfield, right?
Yeah, I think that's Westfield. Yeah.
Yeah, and look, all the stuff around town, it's all pretty young. It's not like we're not talking about stuff from.
We're not in Kentucky.
Woodford Reserve. Or Green River or Buffalo Trace.
Yeah, that's one thing you got to understand about distilleries around here that are local to us in central Indiana. They're all relatively young.
Yeah.
They haven't been around for a while, so they're in that state. Like, look at Hotel Tango. They just released their first 10-year ever.
Mm-hmm.
How many 10 years has Buffalo Trace released? It's
2, 3 maybe.
You're talking a David and Goliath battle.
Yeah,
right there.
And look, if the fact that they're using their own distillate at this point,
yes,
and it's not MGP or whatever they call it now, but
MGP has good distillates. They make a lot of great bourbon. They make world-class bourbon that like you said one time, you don't even know you're drinking it.
Yeah.
But when you get a small town locally owned distillery that makes their own distillate.
Yeah.
That can be something special, even if they are young, but they're in the process of they're aging. That's right, they're aging right now as we speak. That's what they're doing.
The bottom line is you can't buy all the machinery, all the grains, all the barrels, everything. Pay taxes on the building,
and then wait 20 years,
and wait 10 to 20 years to bottle anything because you're not making any money, and then you're paying taxes on everything you've lost out of the barrels.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. So. For any company that's distilling their own product, I mean, congrats to you at this point.
Yep.
I mean, I know Hotel Tango's doing the same. They're starting to get into their own stuff. Yeah. So, and yes, Sonda, fire shots at Facebook is ghetto.
Yeah, Facebook is.
I agree. Well,
Facebook.
I agree on YouTube. I don't agree on Facebook.
Facebook is shit. I had a good conversation with a friend of mine from Pinella County, Florida, recently. She lives in the Clearwater, Dunedin area. And she was telling me about all the shit that's happened with that hurricane that just came through. We're all focused on Western North Carolina right now, which is horrible.
Yeah.
But that county got hit hard, too. She sent me pictures, videos, right there where she lives, and it is absolutely destroyed out there. And it's so weird. You don't see it on the mainstream media.
No,
you see none of it. Which is why I'm saying I like Facebook, and I'll hang on to it a little bit, because that's kind of the only place I'm seeing any coverage of any of this stuff. Facebook and TikTok. That's where I've gotten all my media coverage for all of this stuff.
Which is sad that's where we're at.
It's terrible. I can't recall a news story here locally that really got in depth to anything that happened around there.
No.
Which you would think. I mean,
and we're getting off on a.
We're on a tangent. We're on a tangent.
I'll show my age. I mean, it used to be a thing where my family growing up, we'd sit around and watch Dan Rather tell us the news at 5:30 or 6:30 or whatever it was, and you could actually get news from it.
Yeah.
I don't see that much anymore.
It's not like that anymore.
No.
Anyway, because we're not a political channel, we're not going to get political.
No, because we don't have that much time tonight. So.
No. Because I could go off on some shit right now, but I'm not. I'm not going to do it.
So Mike, you're not a fan of the Starlight from Huber. I know there's some of their stuff I really like. I really like their Blackberry. So I'm sure they have some good stuff, some not so good stuff. They do like their juice. That is true. Oh, football's on weather delay.
Where at?
Is it Pittsburgh? It must be in Pittsburgh.
Oh, is it raining out there?
I guess because it's Pittsburgh and Dallas, I believe. I don't. It's probably why I'm not watching it.
Well, we're gonna watch something when we get out of here.
That's true. That's true.
That. I cannot read that. We need a bigger screen behind the camera.
We do. We're low budget.
We're on budget. We need a bigger screen behind the camera, though, because it's very hard to read anything that you guys
I'm reading the screen over here. I'm fine.
It's close to you, yeah. I got bad eyes, even with my contacts in.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, the TikTok videos are, a lot of those are just raw videos. They're not, where you can doctor them for sure, but a lot of those are just real, this is what's happening, and
Do you know where I got the first real coverage of the devastation in Western North Carolina? You know how I got the first visuals for myself? I follow this YouTuber.
Yeah.
If you're into automotive YouTubing, you probably know who he is. His name's Cletus McFarland.
Oh yeah.
Big automotive YouTuber. Guy owns a helicopter, and he shot down there for a couple of days, and he just airlifted people in and out, airlifted supplies in and out. And that was the first time I actually saw, like, close up, just the kind of destruction that was going on there. And it was from a YouTuber.
Yeah.
A YouTuber.
And not the news.
Not Fox News, not NBC, not ABC, not CBS. A YouTuber.
Yeah. Yep.
And it looked like a fucking bomb went off in that area.
Yeah. And just rivers of water. And
unreal.
Craziness.
Yeah. I'm tangenting. I'm zipping off in the left. Sorry.
We're gonna have a decompression session after we shoot the cameras off here.
A little frustration going on there, but whatever.
So Rich is on to football. So
all right, Rich.
Have a good night, Rich.
Rich, we love you. Can't wait to get you here again. Thanks for hanging out with us Wednesday. That was a good show you guys put on at Daredevil.
Yeah, that was a good show.
But yeah.
All right.
I guess.
Well, I think we'll call it a short night.
I guess we'll tap out.
Yeah. Well, before we do,
yes,
I recommend it. I would go out and buy it. I don't know. I think it's around 60. I think, if I remember correctly.
I thought it was good. Again, Skanky J. Thanks if you're watching. If you're not, pick it up later. I'll have Mike send you a message just to give you a thanks again.
Yep.
So
Thursday at Vinny's, Rich. That's the P&G show. So.
P&G Thursday at Vinny's. All right, might have to sneak out there.
Yeah.
Oh, Katie's chiming in. What we got here? I can't read it. The screen's too small.
She's just saying that she did win best bartender mixologist in Indianapolis, and the single malt is meant for Scotch drinkers.
Yes.
That's why we didn't like it.
That's why we did not like it.
Well, I would say not like it. It was better than I anticipated. It was just still a single malt.
It was a single malt.
Thanks for hanging out with us, Sonda. You have a great night as well.
Yeah. And to anybody that hangs out and watches us, thank you all. We love you all equally. You guys are great. We do it for you. I mean, really. If we didn't have, viewers, we'd just be sitting here talking to each other, I'm guessing.
Probably so. But if you got any recommendations for future episodes, let us know. We do it on the live. We throw some TikToks out there, like we said. So we're always giving out recommendations. So we always want to know, what are you guys drinking, and what can we try that we're missing out on.
Yeah, if there's a bottle you recommend, drop it in the comments or send us a DM. Let us know. And we'll try our best to get it here on the show.
Yep.
We'll get it on the show. We'll get it on the TikTok. We'll do all that stuff.
Absolutely.
So, again, thank you all. We love you.
All right.
And we'll see you next week.
All right. We'll still be in the chat, so if you guys want to chat, we'll be there. But see you next week.
See ya.